EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, the Ravens at 12-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Nice shot. Go ahead.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Jackson will keep it, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again. You'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Dobbins. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 24.
They'll start. And right away, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Report!
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey!
They'll run with Dobbins. Runs, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's That's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That is just one of the many games we'll be watching here in the final week of the NFL season. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson on a give to Dobbins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Go.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is intercepted.
picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed, because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Tucker's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A little jet sweep to start the drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ozzy, check out. Hey, Ozzy, check out.
They'll go again with Dobbins. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, running left is Harris. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Jackson now. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Trubisky, he rifles one that's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on second down.
Pickett.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Trubisky.
This one finds Austin out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Harris. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run with Harris. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
13.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back up.